All right. Looks like we are good to go. I need to actually confirm that. Bernie, can you confirm whether or not we're on the air, please?
Hold on.
You just go on your phone and
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go do
just want to make sure. Should say live.
Somebody needs to launch an external investigation on these fuckers.
Yeah, it needs to be an independent investigation, nothing to do with Activision. An independent monitor, but of course
Hell,
they won't do it.
Nintendo does too, and all these companies.
All of them. I agree. There actually should be federal law on it. You know, you can't investigate yourself. Is it live? Okay.
Yes.
Good. Yay.
This is basically the Trump equivalent of recusing himself from
Right.
January
Okay.
6th
Right.
or anything else that he did.
Yeah. All right, you're listening to RPGrinders. We have not started yet. We're waiting for Break to get on in. Once Break gets on in, then we will get the party started here. We got a lovely show planned for y'all today. Lots of news today, so we'll go over a lot of news. There's too many discounts to go through them all, but I might throw one or two in there.
I've never heard of Boar's Head premium breakfast meats before. Have you?
Boar's Head's a good company, so they do good lunch meat. So
I never seen any.
yeah,
I
they
need to pay more attention, I guess.
they have it at Sam's Club. It's pretty good. What's up, Scotoma? Nice to have you in there.
Maybe
We have
if I went to Costco, it'd be there too.
yeah, possibly. We are not started yet. We're waiting for Break to join on in. Thank you for joining. We're gonna have a great show today. Lots of news, some homie discounts for y'all. What else? I've got a review for you. Eric's got a review for you.
For the actual show, because I'm sharing it along with Break.
Yeah, no worries. Stinko and Sweetos are going to be pretty good this week, especially our Stinkos. And then we'll have a pretty fun free-for-all. Hey, Wyland, thanks for joining. Thanks for listening. He's at work. Yeah, man. Thanks for putting those earbuds in your ear and listening to us. Rant and rave and all that stuff. You know, it's going to be one of those weeks. Might be one of those weeks anyways. Hey, Scotoma, did you check out my latest video? I got some hate on that video, dude. I'll go over it tomorrow during the comment show. You'll be pretty amused. People complaining about my intro, Scotoma. It's way too long. Way too long. I love it. I can't wait to do it tomorrow. All right. So we're about 10 minutes away from showtime. Show's RPGrinders. I'm on with Eric. This is Frank. And we're going to have a pretty damn good show, if I don't say so myself. You know, Eric, we're 5 away. 5 shows away from episode 700. For a weekly podcast, not too bad, huh?
Mostly weekly. We've taken off a couple days.
Yeah, we have taken off here and there, but every other show has done that too, so, you know. I was listening to a podcast the other day and some hack fraud was disparaging peaches. Yeah, I agree, Wyland. I mean, I don't know which show you were listening to, but I'm in full agreement. We'll go back and look at the comments, Scotoma. You'll see. There's a couple in there that I found kind of amusing. I'll take care of them tomorrow, though.
Yeah, I'd sooner get rid of cantaloupe and melons.
I like cantaloupe. Melons, not so much, man. But I do like peaches. I don't know what that host was crazy, Wyland. How dare he?
Does he have like a traumatic experience with peaches or something?
I don't know, man. I thought it was pretty funny.
I used to not like peaches that much, but as I've gotten older, I've grown to it.
I really like peaches, man. I mean, like, just really, really good.
I like the Wallaby Darns they sell at Outback.
Yeah. Here in Denver, like we could just drive over to Palisade, and they have like some of the best peaches ever.
I think that's the name of the drink. I might be thinking of something else entirely, but
I don't know. I feel
I
like
know that they sell like a peach drink there
you know
with alcohol in it.
I very rarely feel like drinking alcohol, and today I think I'm gonna drink some beer today, man. I'm not during the show obviously, but for 700 I think I'm gonna go for the edibles. I'm gonna take an edible about an hour before the show. I haven't taken an edible in a long time, man, so I should be pretty fucked up by the start of the show. It should be fun.
In fact, when that Mexican grill opens up, I'm gonna see if they have peach margaritas at all.
Peach margaritas are good, man. I haven't had a good peach margarita in a long time. Where's Breakman when you need him? I need Breakman to be here. Oh, life is good, man. I woke up. That's all that matters, right?
Mm.
How was your week, dude?
Sucked.
Did it?
And it's gonna
week.
continue to suck because I have to work tomorrow.
Oh shit, that sucks, man.
Because they still don't have a new machine ready because of the electrical nonsense.
Do you have to work on Monday, Juneteenth?
Yeah.
Even though it's a national holiday, nationally recognized holiday.
Yeah, we're a private company.
Yeah. Well, all companies are pretty much private, man. Let's see. Would be entertaining to hear you drunk or high. Yeah, Scotoma. 700. Be here for it, man. It's 5 weeks from tonight.
I don't know. Maybe I could call in sick. Even though I'm not sick. Because, like, fuck you stole my Saturday.
I know, right?
No, there's only going to be 2 machines running that I have to take care of. And that's, like, the only thing I'm going to be doing. And there's going to be downtime in between each load.
Yeah. Well, I mean, is it a full day or is it just part day?
It says it's a full day, but there's a chance we could leave early, but probably not.
Yeah, that sucks. Well, I mean, just get the extra money is what I say, Eric.
I think the reason that I'm working at all is because the gluer machine's down or behind, and the other machine was down a couple times. One too many.
Ain't that right, Scotoma? Bills don't take holidays. Well, you know, I wish more companies would do paid holidays off, man. Back in the day, Scotoma, I don't know how old you are, but I'm an old geezer. But back in the day, there was like lots of holidays, you know, like 7 or 8 during the year. You know, you could get like Memorial Day off and with pay. You know what I mean? Those were, I mean, that's what our companies should be thinking of. Its workers, you know, giving a little time off. Labor Day. I mean, what's the point of Labor Day? You know, just fucking get rid of that holiday altogether. You know, I mean, Labor Day, nobody should be working except for essentials. You know, like doctors and nurses and shit like that. But you know, I mean, we live in America, Scotoma, so we can't have nice things anymore. How many holidays were observed in Atlantis? Ooh, that's a good question, Wyland. I don't know. Maybe every day was a holiday in Atlantis.
You mean Stargate Atlantis?
No, I think it means like the real real Atlantis. 43 Scotoma. Yeah, you remember when we used to get actual holidays off. I'm a little bit older than you, Scotoma, just to let you know. I'm older than dirt, man. Even though I don't look it. I moisturize in the evenings, you know, stuff like that. We should have so old you forgot. How dare you? How dare you, Wyland? Don't make me kick you out of here and exile you. Son of a bitch. We're gonna have fun today though, guys. We always do every week. At least I am. I don't know about you. Gonna have some fun, Eric?
I try.
We
My
always
legs
try.
are destroyed, basically.
Ooh, yeah.
It didn't help that we had to set up the new machine by putting the coils on, and those coils are 100 pounds each, and we have to put 10 of them on.
Aye, aye.
But at least now we only have to deal with one at a time when we need to put a new one on.
Well, that's
But
good.
the initial setup just destroyed my legs.
Right, right. Well, at least you don't have to worry about that anymore, you know?
Yes, especially since we're just supposed to be getting a machine that lifts the thing instead, and then we can just lift it on there gently.
Wow, that's cool. Yeah, instead of breaking your back, dude. God, I got assaulted.
My back doesn't hurt. My legs are destroyed. My back's fine. Because I bent at the knees, and of course that's gonna hurt that instead.
Right, which is better. You fuck up your back, you fuck up your back. My back got fucked up. I got pushed
At least
by.
my legs will be stronger because of this.
Yeah, I got pushed by a trash guy. Kind of tweaked my back. The dangers of going to homeless sweeps, man. Holy shit. That video's catching fire. I don't know why, but it got picked up.
I'm only
reason.
slightly better than I was yesterday. Yesterday's when it really hurt. It didn't hurt that much on Wednesday, but
Yeah.
Wednesday's also super hot too. So
It's been hot here like every day for like a week. And if it gets in the 90s here, to me it feels like 100. It feels hot. Ugh. All right, we're just waiting on Breakman to jump on in, and then we will get the party started.
I don't prefer the heat, but I'd rather be in the heat than the cold because it's not about the cold. It's about the cold and the fact that you have to scrape ice off your car, which takes time.
Yeah,
And
I hear that.
Could make me late for work. And then there's also the bad road conditions.
Yeah.
And then there's the exponential increase in electric bill payments.
Yeah, that sucks. I don't
They
think
do it to you because it's the winter.
I don't think Skodoma ever
You're just
has.
being greedy.
I don't think Skodoma ever has to worry about that. He lives in California. You know, he's one of those California girls. Can't wait for the Capcom Fighting Collection.
I'd like to buy it, but I'm saving for 2 games in July.
What's coming in July that you're excited for, Eric?
Live Alive and Xenoblade 3, which are a week apart.
Oh, God. Yeah. That's a tough one. You know,
I
Frank...
can get both of them at eBay or Walmart, but they probably aren't going to have Live Alive, so I'm just going to buy it from somewhere else.
You know Frank Branch's day is coming up.
Because at least they sell first-party games, usually. I mean, Kirby was the only one I've gotten so far that was full 60. But,
Holy shit. Let me look at the calendar here. What day is that?
but at least I can get first-party games from Nintendo.
Holy shit, for the first time in a long time, my birthday's on a weekend. Well, actually, since last year, because last year was Saturday, I guess, but I don't remember it being on the weekend last year. It's on Sunday this year. Huh. Okay. Blows my mind that they fixed glitches that were decades old for the click. That is cool. Like, what glitch?
Glitches that existed in prior re-releases, like Dark Stalker's Resurrection.
Yeah. We're waiting on Breakman shows RPGrinders. We should be starting soon. Too poor for AC, and I'm fortunate enough to live in the Bay. Yeah, the Bay Area is a little bit cooler. Too poor for AC. Man, that's a necessity in my life, Skodoma, during the summer here. I don't know what I would do without it, man. I'd die. Bernie lived in Phoenix for, well, like close to Mexico, in Mexico, near Phoenix for 12 years. So she's used to the heat. She's like, gets cold when it's like 70 degrees here. And I'm like, no, that ain't cold. That's getting on the upper ends of my heat tolerance. I can't stand it. The older I get, the worse it is too. Game breaking ones from the arcade. Oh wow, that's cool. Yeah, that's good that they fix those, Wyland. That's cool. I mean, you don't want to get a new collection and then, Yeah, the heat sucks, Bernie. It does. If you're just joining us, the show's RPGrinders. I'm your host, Frank, alongside my trusty cohort, Eric the Great. Breakman should be along shortly. I know I see him in chat there. He's probably fighting with Skype, is my guess. So, you know, it is what it is.
Are the AMC Marvel vs. Capcom games in the collection? Because, I mean, they still have the rights, though, so why couldn't they? Would Disney not let them?
What? Huh? What? Wow. I don't know why that video's catching fire, but it is. All right. Breakman should be here any second now. I sweat too easily. Yeah. Me too, Scotoma. It's I'm glad I don't live in a place with a ton of humidity, although we've been getting a little bit of humidity here, which makes it worse.
Well, you know what I'd like to see is a remaster of Tatsunoko versus Capcom.
Ooh, that would be cool. Yeah, Scotoma, I know. It seems to be the trend. Wyland is also, Johnny Wufei is also working while he's listening, so cool. On the website for the collection, they have the fixes listed. Oh wow, that's cool. Let's see if our good friend Breakman is good to go here. I see him online. It's one of those things. Yeah, Capcom versus Toonson. Yeah, remaster. That'd be cool.
Instead, I have to settle for getting that running on an emulator and then up-resing it all.
Yeah. Let's add participant here. And let's see if we can get our good friend Break on the horn with us. You was in Freak 5. I was in Uranus today. You weren't in my anus. Tell you that much. You still there, Eric?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. We're currently calling the break.
People who say Uranus are people who want to avoid saying Uranus.
Right. Hey, I mean.
In other words, are cowards.
Exactly. What's up, Break? You on the horn here? Yeah, I kind of hear you.
Hello?
Yes. Do you hear us? Right on.
Maybe.
Okay. Maybe.
Can I hear you? I don't know.
All right. You ready to get this party started there?
Yeah, let's do it.
You're like, wow. I could tell what kind of week you had just by your voice there, Break. All right. Let's get this party started, man.
Hey.
Here we go. And welcome, everybody, to episode 695 of RPGrinders. I'm your host, Frank Branches, alongside my trusty cohorts, Eric the Great, Breakman the Bold. Gentlemen, how are you?
Better now that the week's mostly over.
Yeah, that's for sure. How about you, Break? Did we lose Break already? Probably. I bet you we lost Break already. Breakman, are you there? Are you having problems, Breakman? We just barely start the show and we're already having issues. I love it. It's awesome.
Speaking of Uranus, that's the name of a store that my sister and her family went to on their way to their house in Texas because they finally moved like last week.
Yeah. All right. Apparently, Breakman can hear us, but we can't hear him. So, Break, if you can hear us, I'm going to remove you from the call and get you right back. So don't fret. We'll get you right on back, sir. Here we go. Let's try to get break back here. Break back mountain. Come on, man. What's wrong with this stupid thing? Let's add Breakman. There you go.
When's the 1-up deal over?
Huh?
The 1-up deal for the Marvel versus Marvel versus any, or those two different cabinets.
You mean like the actual stand-up cabinets?
Yeah, the one arcade 1-up stuff.
Oh yeah. Jeez. All right, Break. Do you hear us now?
I hear you guys. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
How was your week, Break?
I guess it was okay. It happened, and I was there.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's think happier thoughts and let's get straight into the news here. If my soundbite ever decides to work.
Oh, I was wondering what the pause was.
Let's
First story is from RPG site, and it's about a retro-styled RPG called Ulterium Shift, and it was shown at the Guerrilla Collective 3.0 digital showcase. I almost forgot that was happening. I never watched it. I should probably check it out. Maybe there's some stuff I missed, but it's a debut project from Dratzy Games, shows some clear Chrono Trigger inspirations, and features story arcs via the game's multiple protagonists. Game will be published by Gravity Game Arise. I've never heard of them. And SNES inspired JRPG inspired game. There's some plot data here, but it does look pretty.
It does. I was gonna say it looks really good. I mean, I want this to come to one of the consoles.
They're kind of sort of emulating the Octopath Traveler, but they can't quite do it because they don't have the engine.
Right. Well, it still looks good though, man. Yeah. I mean, this is a good effort. I like this, and graphically, it looks really pretty. Old school goodness, like a 16-bit Super Nintendo game for sure. It's looking good. Scotoma says, put it on channel 3 so we can play some video games. There you go. I think they have another revision coming out soon after that. I think the exclusivity ends. Yep, there you go. All right, anything else on that, Eric? We got a lot of news to get to.
No.
All right, Break. You have your links up?
This is kind of interesting. Coming to us live from RPG site. Zodi is a turn-based roguelike card battler coming to Steam in 2023. And I say it's interesting because unlike most card battlers, I'll tell you right here. In Zodi, you pick one of 3 different characters to progress through a series of battles, gaining new skills and abilities along the way. What sets Zodi apart from other roguelike deck builders is that skills are tied to poker hands from a traditional set of playing cards. The rarer the hand, like a straight flush, the stronger the skill. In battle, you're dealt a hand of playing cards, and you need to use your hands carefully as you decide which of your skill, I think they meant which of your skills, you want to use depending on which require. So that's interesting, I think.
I don't know how to play poker.
Oh my god, look at this. When you said card battle, Breakman, I was like, I'm out. I was gonna say, well, that does it for me. I'm not.
Well,
and then
it does it for me though because I'm not a poker player.
Oh God, I'm a poker player for sure. And it's a simple concept, like straight flush, 3 of a kind, straights, stuff like that. They don't.
So you don't have to learn a whole new thing to play this.
Right.
For most people, except Eric, who doesn't somehow know how to play. How did you go your whole life out learning how to?
Well, that pretty much explains it there.
I played poker.
Yeah.
I think my mom taught me how to play poker.
Wow.
Just saying.
Yeah. And I think you can only use 3 cards at a time, which makes it even simpler. You don't have to use like 5, And they take out the king, queen, joker aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? So, oh no, they do have 5.
I was gonna say maybe those show up later in the game, maybe as you get more involved in it or something.
See, there you go. That would even be more interesting. So, wow, you got me intrigued, Breakman. Anything else on this?
No, I'm intrigued too.
Yeah, and it's sort of got. It looks like it's got like a. If you guys ever played Odin Sphere, kind of a round world kind of deal to it, but it looks turn-based. So, shit, I'm down. You know.
Yeah, I don't want any more like the Yu-Gi-Oh thing where I've got to completely learn a whole new language essentially to play the game.
Yeah. No, it looks, dude. This doesn't look too bad. I mean, if I'm gonna play a card game, this might be it. So, you know.
And I keep telling you that Steam Quest or game doesn't have card rules. It just uses cards as your attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like what Halo Wars does essentially.
Yeah.
Just like your cards are the characters you play.
Yeah. All right. Next story comes to us from RPGsite.net. Black Tower Basement and Nord Current Labs announce pixel art narrative RPG Greedventory. So nice little play on words there. This title is a point and slash adventure that features soul-like elements and RPG system. So I don't know. It looks it's definitely pixel arty, and it's a good first effort. I don't know. This is
Is there PvP in this? Because God, a game called Greedventory, like you have to be stealing from other people. Please tell me there's PvP.
Let's see. It's a gorgeous pixel art narrative RPG experience where the only thing standing between you and an embarrassingly swift death is your mouse. Strike, parry, and cast powerful spells on your enemies. Loot increasingly magnificent treasures and equipment. Get lost in beautiful, brutal world. Let's see. What else? Nope, doesn't look like there's any PvP element to it
now
so far.
I want a game where instead of killing your opponent, your object is to steal from your opponent. You know.
God, you're so mean.
Go rob them and stuff like that. That'd be pretty fucking cool. Like you gotta defend your home from somebody trying to steal like your
rob all the
police
TV
or
just
something.
Fuck the police.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, definitely don't call the police.
Yeah, don't call the police at all, ever. That's apparent. All right, Eric, what do we got next?
We've got a pixel art roguelike game called Paper Animal RPG. It was shown at the Wholesome Direct. Publisher Top Hat Studios and developer Cuddling Raccoon Studio. Inspired by Paper Mario, Mario Luigi, and Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. And
Freak is exiled.
Like I said, it's procedurally generated maps, so that's how the roguelike nature comes in.
Why is Freak in trouble?
How dare you, Breakman, you accomplice, you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, it's very cute, but I hope it's actually fun.
Does look cute, looks very Mario RPG inspired, Paper Mario inspired, so looking good. So anything else on that, Eric?
Not really.
All right, Breakman, you're up next.
Somehow I opened the same article twice here. Coming to us live from RPG site. Koei Tecmo, or Tui Kekmo, I believe is their real name, and Team Ninja reveal WoW coming early 2023. Okay.
Yeah, we talked about this game before. They were very tight-lipped on who the developer was.
Let me see. Official trailer. I don't see the developer right here.
Team Ninja. It's Team Ninja.
Are they developing? Are they developers? It just says Koei Tecmo and Team Ninja reveal, but
look at the right.
Developing it or just
look at the right there. Publisher.
Okay. I gotta go dumb farther into the story. Okay, fine.
Good. Team Ninja, buddy. Okay. It looks fucking epic, to be honest.
But it makes sense considering this is Koei Tecmo and they wanted to do a Three Kingdoms Souls-like because they're done with Neo now. It
looks really, really cool.
I was gonna say it looks gorgeous.
Yeah, it's just visually very impressive. I mean,
so this is why Stranger of Paradise looks so crappy because all their budget went into this.
Like Stranger of, we could give it some more money, but
long, you know.
They did fix it somewhat though.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks really good.
It does look good, man. I'm intrigued, big time. All right, anything else on this break?
Let me see. It follows a dramatic, action-packed story of a nameless militia soldier fighting for survival in a dark fantasy version of the later Han Dynasty where demons plagued the Three Kingdoms. Players fight off deadly creatures and enemy soldiers using swordplay based on the Chinese martial arts, attempting to overcome the odds by awakening the true power within them. So there you go.
Yeah. I mean,
Chinese better be the default language option for this game instead of Japanese.
yeah. I think I agree with that, man. It's more appropriate. But it looks good visually, man. I'm totally down. Whatever language. I mean, looks good.
And if they do English again, they're probably gonna make British voice actors.
Yeah, probably. It's always the Brits. All right. Anything else? Break.
It's weird. I was watching that kind of documentary series. I forget what it's called. Or the Food That Made America. But there's one episode where there was like supposed to be two British guys.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't speak with a British accent at all. They just didn't pretend. They're just like, we're American.
There you go.
It threw me off the whole time because, like, wait, they're supposed to be British, right?
Maybe they're like trying to troll everybody with American accents.
Maybe they were born in Britain, but they moved to America soon after.
Possibly.
Well, no, I mean, this was the creators of it was the Toys That Made America, because it was creators of Matchbox cars.
Ah, gotcha.
So they were, I mean, stayed in Britain his entire life. The guy did, with his family and stuff like that. So the actor playing him just is like, I'm not even gonna pretend to be British.
Oh.
You guys interested in Diablo 4?
Not until Blizzard cleans up their act.
That's true. Well,
or it's on Game Pass, so I don't have to pay for it.
That's true too. Yeah, that's a good point.
Later Freak 5.
I might jump into that.
No. Later Freak 5 just got to my father-in-law.
Or buy it used. Well, like, finding used prices for those games has been proven difficult for me.
Yeah. Diablo 4 releases on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox X and S, Xbox One, and PC in 2023. So, there you go. That was
2023 is looking good.
It really is, man. There's a lot. Starfield. I mean, I really need to get an Xbox by 2023. That's what it boils down to. There's too much shit coming out in 2023 for the Xbox that and I don't want to play it on my my old
I'm hoping
Xbox.
to find like an off-the-truck deal for PlayStation. Maybe you'll find one for an Xbox. That'd be good.
Yeah, I think, dude.
From the back of the truck.
I mean, dude. I mean, next year's gonna be killer for games, man. Whether it's PlayStation 5, Xbox, Switch, doesn't matter. And there are rumors for Switch Pro coming out next year too. So, I mean, that would be pretty badass, man. I mean,
like after they underwhelmed and underdelivered on the last one.
Yeah, exactly.
I bought a screen, but that was it.
Yeah.
I bought it because it had a better screen and had double the space on it.
Yeah. Well,
but it's not really
and better
not
battery
really
life. And I figured maybe I could sell my old Switch at some point or something.
Yeah.
It's more of like an improvement over the old system rather than like a true upgrade,
Yeah, for sure.
I say more of an upgrade than an improvement, I should say.
I really wish that they would just come out with the current gen console and fucking skip the mid console bullshit, I mean, they're all going to do it. There's going to be a PS5 Plus and the Xbox X Plus, and
that usually happens because of technology increasing. They're able to get smaller and smaller pieces and cheaper parts and stuff, and that's why that happens. That's because of technology.
Yeah, I know. It just pisses me off, man. Mid-cycle they come out with the badass.
But it's not intentional. It's
the PS Pro was the PS Pro was like basically a worthless upgrade though, because you could play games in 4K, but you still have to play in 30 frames.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it looks pretty in picture.
Yeah, I know. If you go frame by frame, it looks beautiful.
And we are going frame by frame, so enjoy.
Yeah, exactly. Pause. Pause.
The biggest bottleneck for the PS4 Pro is that it has still had a crappy GPU.
Yeah.
And CPU wasn't that great either.
I mean, the PlayStation 5 is awesome, to be honest with you. I just wish it had a few more games to go with the awesomeness. I mean, that's been the problem. And then the lack of consoles for
I
everybody
was gonna say the
else.
supply issues, but
Yeah.
again, that's not really in their hands.
No, I know it's the same.
basically it is somewhat improving now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
is.
mean, the rich people have been doing everything they can to do everything to make
Right.
sure we can spend our money on them again.
Right, absolutely. They're working hard and frantically to get every penny that they can from us.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
And also increasing prices too. So I mean, and that includes food too.
Ugh.
So it's becoming hard.
Who wants to pay $10 for some cheese?
I am kind of annoyed. Like I saw a news report this week where I'm like, where the fuck have you been? What's it called? Like something inflation. Where it's basically the size of the products that we've been buying have been shrinking and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like Oreo cookies are smaller, for instance. Girl Scout cookies are smaller. The boxes are smaller, but the prices are higher.
Yeah.
For instance.
Yeah.
Like you get less Chips Ahoy. If you buy a box of Chips Ahoy now, you get a lot less in the box than you did like 10 years ago or 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I think it's been going on for a while, so I'd say like 25 years ago. But like the shrinking of our products and the prices going up, and this news person was acting like I've never heard of this before. Like,
Right.
where the
So
fuck have you
stupid.
been?
Scotoma
Not
says.
living real life like the rest of us?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
bought the cinnamon roll flavored frosted mini wheats, and look, that box is tiny.
Yeah.
It
Do you
should be
guys
Boxes have shrank,
do you guys
yeah.
watch anime subtitled? Scotoma ask. I watch both. I mean, I
I
watch both. Scotoma, to answer your question. What about you, Eric?
Actually, that brings up a kind of a gripe now that you mention it. I was watching this anime on HBO Max.
Yeah.
And 13 episodes. It was in English until the 10th episode, and then suddenly like there was no English option.
probably
It was just
because
Japanese.
it's still ongoing. What are you watching?
I forget what it's called. Tower of God or something like that.
Okay, so that's actually a Crunchyroll original. I don't know what happened there.
That's
think
interesting.
Yeah,
might
it
have-
does have Crunchyroll at the beginning of the logo for Crunchyroll.
I do know if you watch Crunchyroll shows through HBO Max's app, you aren't getting everything they have on offer.
Scotoma, what you watching anime wise, man? Because I'm an old school anime guy. I don't watch a lot of the new shit, but if there's something you have to recommend, then I'll watch it. But I like the old stuff like Cowboy Bebop and Boogie Pop Phantom and
Speaking
shit
of
like
which,
that.
Trigun's getting a new anime, where it's all CG now.
Ooh,
Well, okay.
I love Trigun. I told you.
And
this.
hopefully they follow the plot of the manga, because the anime's pretty much its own thing.
Yeah. All right, Eric. Next story, please.
Next story is Ravenlock, fairy tale action RPG. Ravenlock wanders to 2023 for the Xbox Series XS and Xbox One and PC.
Why are we getting so many stories that are 2023 related? I know we're halfway through 2022.
That was
but
pretty much Xbox whole showcase.
I know.
Like
It's like
this game that's coming out in the next 12 months
I know.
or so.
yeah, exactly. It's like Jesus, man. Come on.
They finally showed Silksong, and not only did they reveal it's going to be a multi-plat game, but it's coming to Game Pass day one, but they didn't have a release date. And I think the only reason they don't have a release date is because Nintendo still has a year exclusivity deal with Nintendo. So
Yeah.
the next Nintendo Direct's probably going to have the date for that version.
I like the developer and publisher of this game. Coco Cucumber is the name. So there you go.
This is the developer's final game in its voxel trilogy that first started with Riverbond and Echo Generation, which I've never heard of before. But apparently they're probably PC only, because that's why I probably never heard of them. But these games are not necessarily connected narratively, but they're meant to encompass Coco Cucumber's projects exhibiting their signature 3D pixel art style.
Looks really good. I mean, really,
It's
really
basically
good.
Zelda, but with voxels.
Yeah, it looks fantastic, actually. Scotoma says, I'm thinking, I think I'm going to get the Steam handheld. Eric's going to get one. So it's not a bad purchase, man. I mean, being able to play all those.
I've heard a few people saying they want to get one. I would like to see.
I'm gonna
one in
try to
action.
get one this year. I mean, I already had to sacrifice half of the money I was going to put towards it to pay off my rent and stuff. And
Jeez.
I'm gonna see about trying to put most of that back into my other account until I'm ready to pay for it. But
Yeah. Welcome back, Freak 5. So, all right. Anything else on this, Eric?
story about a young female protagonist on a heartfelt journey, explore, discover immersive fantasy realm set in a fallen kingdom, real-time combat, vanquish bewitching beasts and bosses, exciting arena-based fights, level up, hunt for new quests, or
That's
new
really
weapons and
good.
unexpected items to level up skills, and that's all it really says.
Yeah. Freak 5 says the Uranus general store had a I pooped today. Are you kidding me, Freak 5?
Wow. Well, they sell fudge there, and they even use that as like a slogan.
Wow.
Like I got my fudge from Uranus.
Just saying.
I'm
All right.
staying out of this conversation.
Yeah.
So back to the game.
Yes.
But
Break
before
next
we
story.
move on to the next game, I just want to comment on Diablo 4 for a bit. But I thought it was funny when they said new class Necromancer, and more like this is the old class that was from Diablo 2, but we're bringing it back for some reason.
Yeah. All right, break. Next story, please.
Coming to us live from RPG site. Horror tactical RPG Demon School revealed at PC gaming show. Demon School. Publisher Easebeard, I guess. Games and
Eastbeard.
Okay, Easebeard and Games and developer Necrosoft Games revealed Demon School, which is going to be coming for the PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, Steam, and as you guessed it, it won't be out until 2020.
Easebrid.
Easebird?
BRYD.
Beard. Yeah.
Easebrid.
Easebeard? That's what I said, was Easebeard, right?
Easebrid.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't even care anymore. I'm moving on from this. From an RPG perspective, this style is also reminiscent of the first few Persona titles, especially in the battle sequences. The game features a school schedule as well as 15 characters that can form relationships over the course of the game. I like that. Various choices made will affect the outcome and end of the game. There will also be a clubhouse that can be decorated and customized with various furniture sets. Cool.
Well, the characters look like they came from a early '90s anime, so why not?
God damn, they got like a deep story on this. Yeah, wow. I'm not reading it. But,
Yeah,
there's a lot there.
it's way too much. But I would totally watch somebody play this game. It's a strategy game, but I would
hope
watch.
it plays better than the original Persona did.
Yeah, for sure. All right, next story comes to us from RPGsite.net. Dark fantasy roguelike action RPG, The Unliving. Wow, man, why can't they just do a traditional turn-based? Anyways, okay. The Unliving, so we finally got one this year. I'm looking at the I didn't get a chance to look at the previews before the trailers, but I dig it. And you know what's cool about it? Like when you summon your zombies, they like surround you. like they're your pals like in battle and stuff. That it looks really good.
In that case, though, you really have to break out into the dance.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if they're all going to group around you, like all of a sudden, like they just stop and then they go into the pose and then the song starts.
Right. You know how we talk about games that are too dark? This is an example of a dark themed game that is very, very vibrant. I don't know, like it's looking good. Looking good.
Good. There's no excuse for that. Like I'm sick of not being able to see what's going on because we want it to be atmospheric. Well, it's too atmospheric because I can't fucking see. So if you want me to be scared, it's not working because
Right.
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Right. I know if it's too dark, it's too scary for me. I don't want to play it. You know, it's like,
So dark you can't even see what you're supposed to be scared of.
I know exactly.
Exactly.
You know, there are games like that work, like those old school games, like where you're like, you remember those floppy disk narrative driven, like a lot
I was gonna
of
say
text.
Adventures.
Yeah. Where I mean, darkness works like that with just.
They build up suspense in those games.
Yeah. But there's no longer a need for that. You know, you can get
Yeah.
you can get all that atmosphere and suspense from the story itself. You know, it's just whatever. All right, Eric, what do we got next?
You've got This is for the Atlas fans. Persona 3 Portable, Persona 4 Golden, Persona 5 Royal are coming to Xbox and PlayStation and Steam. I mean, 5
Yes.
5 Royale is already on PS4, but it's coming to PS5 and the Xbox Series and Windows PC and Steam. So apparently no GOG at the moment or Epic Game Store, but maybe that'll change. But
I don't have enough time to play all the games I want to play.
But yeah, I
know.
hope the PS5 version.
Just real quick, Royal, and wow. I mean,
And there's no 5 versions of 3 or 4 plans, so I'm guessing the reason is because they wouldn't benefit.
but
I kind of miffed a little bit because it's Persona 3 portable, which means it's a direct port, which means it's not going to have the anime cutscenes from Persona 3 Fez.
yeah,
Or any of
that's a
Fez's
shame.
content, which
That-
I would have preferred a remake of 3 entirely that features like all the stuff from each of the versions.
Oh god, they don't want to go through the fucking headache they went through with Persona 3 again, Eric. I doubt we'll ever see a remake or a remaster of Persona 3. It's too controversial, man. People lost their fucking minds with Persona 3 and the whole.
But now I'm wondering, is like Persona 3 Portable's on the PS4. I wonder if this is just gonna be a report, an upport of the various PlayStation 1 classic games and stuff that are now up a part of the PS Plus library. But apparently, if you those games are available for separate purchase, but if you purchased them previously, they're available for free. So you just need to kind of rebuy it again at $0.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Persona 5 is widely regarded as one of the greatest, if not the greatest.
I wouldn't be surprised if Persona 4 Portable ends up being like free for me because I already bought it the digital version a while ago.
Well, that's good.
I've never had a chance to play Persona 5, so
yeah.
my only problem is time. I just don't have enough time to play all these games.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to make.
A lot of people are upset that there's no Switch versions of these, though.
You're gonna have to
Apparently.
make time.
I mean,
make
unless
time
it's
for these
part
games.
of the direct. Like maybe they'll do an announcement then, but it doesn't seem like they're doing the Switch stuff.
Yeah, I could see these games easily being able to be on the Switch, so I don't see a problem with
PSP
that.
portable version of one, that'd definitely work on the Switch.
Yeah.
The only one, maybe Persona 5 Royal.
About this announcement is that a Persona 3 Portable and Persona 5 Golden will be digital onlys. But and Persona 5 Royal might get a physical release, but who knows?
Fine with me. I'm good with digital, man.
Is it going to be based on sales, or are they going to release these all at the same time?
They're doing 5 first, October 20th.
Yeah, you'll man. It's a good game for sure. Break. So
No, like I said, I don't have enough time to play all the games I want because there's so many good games.
I know, man. All right. Who did that story? Did you, Break?
No, Eric did. This one is mine, coming to us live from RPG site. Octopath Traveler, Champions of the Continent, journeys to North America and Europe on July 27th. From Squinix, this is the mobile game that we didn't really ask for.
I know, right?
Why isn't this on a console instead?
Octopath Traveler, Champions of the Continent, as the description was updated and revealed that the title will be playable starting from July 27th. Yeah, we just read that. Why is that like repeating it? Anyway, Octopath Traveler is follow-up to 2018's Octopath Traveler. The events that transpire in this one occur before the original game, when Champions of the Continent was initially unveiled in March in 2019. So that's like, yeah, that was whatever. Blah, 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 who cares? Moving on. It was originally released in Japan on October 28, 2020. Throughout the title's lifespan, it has gradually added familiar faces from the Octopath Travelers such as Primrose, Tressa, and Firion. There have been crossover collaboration events with the Bravely Default series and Nier Automata series. Automata, adding several characters from these games into this new Champions of the Continent.
Yeah, it looks cool, but man, fucking mobile, really?
Yeah. It's whatever. Aside from the altercations to the narrative structure, Champions of the Continent now allows players to bring 8 characters simultaneously. Half of them actively participate directly in battle, but can switch to a character they're paired to, which is kind
Yeah.
of neat. But I doubt this plays like
Like the actual
Octopath
Octopath,
Traveler.
yeah. Freak says, I bought the t-shirt that says there are a lot of freaks in Uranus. I'm sure there are a lot of freaks in Uranus, Freak 5.
You knew he was going to say that, right, Freak?
Of
I mean,
course.
I can't defend you on that one. You opened yourself up to
Right.
that one.
For the PS5, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and PC. So, another Nippon Ichi game. Nippon Ichi does pretty good work, so I'm interested in this. So there was a delay on it, so now we know when it's coming out. So there you go. I'm looking at the trailer now. Let's see if we see any actual gameplay. I don't know what the hell this game is, man. Can't really tell too much from it. But
It's a dungeon crawler.
there you go. There's a little bit of gameplay. Okay, finally we get to it. Dungeon crawler. Dungeon crawlers are fun. I like games like this. So it's sort of like what's that Etrian Odyssey-esque?
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of. Yeah, that's cool. All right. Well, there you go. All right, next story, Eric.
Next story is Sword and Fairy 7, or rather Sword and Fairy Together Again, as it's being called for the console release. Arrives on August 4th for PlayStation 5 and 4.
Yeah.
And the developer Softstar Technology from Beijing and publisher Asia Soft is launching on the day I just said, and it's renamed Release of Sword and Fairy 7, which apparently, according to people I've heard, was a fun game. So we're in for a good time compared to the previous game.
Yeah.
But it's very pretty looking.
It does look good, but it looks a little stiff in my opinion. Like I'm watching a little bit of gameplay and going around, like just the movement seems slightly stiff to me. I don't know.
I hope they can fix that before release.
Yeah, I hope so. They got a little time, but I mean, it just looks a little, I don't know, kind of stiff to me, but really visually pleasing to the eye for sure. Not as good as that first game that we talked about, but you know, not everything has to be perfect. But you know what it is? It's not so much that it's stiff. It looks like you're gliding when you're walking. I don't know. It's really weird, but definitely visually pretty to the eyes. So not a lot of gameplay, but whatever. All right, break. What do we got next?
Coming to us live from RPG site, Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade and makes its way to Steam today. So there you go.
Oh, okay. So
let's see. There's some few other good in-game goodies. Since it's a remake Intergrade version, the Steam-bound release of this will contain both the base Final Fantasy VII Remake game and episode intermission chapter that featured Yuffie. A few other in-game goodies will come along with the game. The Cackstar weapon for episode intermission is included, along with the Midgar Bang. I'm not going to read all these.
yeah. It's
there's stuff. There's
just
Final Fantasy named stuff.
I don't know if it's going to be good on PC, but it was good when I played this game on the PlayStation 5.
Apparently Epic Game Store version had problems when it launched, but it's been a while since then, so they probably fixed those.
Yeah, this is really good. It's a great game, honestly. I was really impressed, and I'm not a big fan of Final Fantasy VII, but
now we wait another year before they all announce the Xbox version.
Yeah, probably. All right, speaking of Final Fantasy, RPGsite.net, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is the second part of the remake, and it's out next winter. So, like, more than a year away, y'all. More than a year. So, which I don't understand the delay, but whatever. It's coming, and
this is supposed to be how many parts?
3. It's going to be 3.
3 parts. Okay,
Yeah.
that's okay. So when will we get the third part? Like 2028?
20
And the reason for it being 3 parts is because that's probably the story they want to tell, which means it is the name should tell you that that the game isn't actually a 1-to-1 remake of Final Fantasy VII. It is, in fact, a sequel to the original Final Fantasy VII because it acknowledges that game's existence, more or less.
Yeah.
As well as the other games within the chronology of Final Fantasy VII, such as Crisis Core.
Yeah. To answer your question, Breakman, it'll be out in 2052. Just to let you know.
52. Okay.
Yes.
So I wasn't even close.
No, not close at all. All right, next story, Breakman.
Wait, what?
Oh, I'm sorry, Eric. Next story.
Next story.
More
Speaking
Final
of
Fantasy.
Speaking of Crisis Core, Crisis Core Reunion is coming out this year, and it's a remaster of the original Crisis Core for PSP, which never got a digital release. So I'm thankful that they're bringing it back.
Is it good? Is Crisis?
It's fun. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Because I
It plays a lot more like Kingdom Hearts, though.
No. Okay. I mean,
What do
looks.
you mean, oh.
I mean, this remaster looks like a Final Fantasy VII remake, so looks pretty cool. I don't know. I never played it originally, so this will be, I guess, a time to play this. Now. So
It's got like extra missions you can take off, like a fuck ton of them, and it's also got this weird combat reels system that lets you get certain bonuses during battle.
yeah. I mean, it looks good. Looks real pretty. Final Fantasy VII-esque. I mean, not much else to say. I mean, I don't even know the story of Crisis Core. I know it's in the same world, but
you play as Zack, and you play up the events that led to him dying outside of Midgard.
Okay.
Sword.
Gotcha. Well, that's cool. So there you go. And of course, Sephiroth has to make an appearance, and we got Dark Cloud. I mean, because he looks like Dark Cloud, huh, Zack? Sort of looks like Dark Cloud, but all right. So that's the news, y'all.
Oh, well, there is a cloud of darkness in Final Fantasy III, but that's a different thing.
Yeah. All right, we finally got through the news. Homie discounts, there's a plethora of them. I just picked up Cat's Quest for like $2 and Cat's Quest 2 for less than $5. They've got so many sales. Yakuza Like a Dragon was like $28.
A lot of people are worried the Switch version of this game's gonna be a cloud-based version.
Oh, probably known them. So the ton of new sales. I sifted through them. I mean, speaking of Persona 5 Royal Ultimate Editions, like $20, which pisses me off because I bought it for like 27, like the day before, because I thought it was not going to be on sale after the last sale. What else? There's some other ones that I forgot, but anything on the Xbox that you know of, Break?
On sale? No, I haven't been paying attention to anything on sale.
All right. What about the eShop, Eric? Anything worth
I
mentioning?
haven't really looked at the eShop.
All right.
Sorry.
Anything in Dear Breakman this week? Breakman?
No.
Oh God.
I've been too busy looking at Game Pass to look at the shop and Xbox, and there's nothing in Deer Break, man. So it's just...
All right. Let's move on to
Inquiring minds want to know.
see you next week. The connection isn't very good here. Later, freak. Thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate it. Okay. What you been playing, Break?
I've actually been playing a few things this week, several things. More of Legend of Zelda. I went to the castle to complete my last 2 quests and was looking around Hyrule Castle more than I did the first time. It is such a great dungeon too.
Is it? Yeah.
Everything about the game is amazing. Even the dungeons are great. Just so much fun. I completed the quests and found another shrine in the castle.
Oh.
So I've got 117 shrines out of 120.
Oh wow. So 3 away from finishing them all.
Yeah, and I might have to cheat because I have no idea where the other 2 are.
Yeah.
I know where one is, and this old bat won't let me touch the fucking ball.
It's sad when the bats don't let you touch the balls, man. You know what I'm saying? So
It's true.
all right. What else you been playing, man?
That's a baseball joke for those who didn't understand. Which would be everybody in our audience, since none of them watch baseball, just us. So playing that, and it's good. I can't praise that game enough.
Is it in your top 5 all time, Break?
Easily.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat 11. I played it all the way through the crypt. I unlocked everything,
Yay.
and still didn't have Baraka's fatality.
Oh God.
After that, I was about to quit, but I
Mhm.
thought, okay, I'll give it one more shot. I'll go I'll go in the crypt and I'll reset all the everything, and I'll try that again. And lo and behold, I did finally find Baraka's second fatality.
Finally.
Finally, yeah. I was so fucking irritated because I completed the crypt. I've never done that in a Mortal Kombat game. Like, I've finished everything. Now what? Oh. Well, now the only thing left is, like, unlock, like, character clothing and stuff like that. Well, I've still got the other fatalities for the DLC characters. I think I have, like, 8 left.
Yeah.
Which is
Well,
just
there you go.
irritating.
That's cool.
Let me see. So, also... when I was a little mad at Mortal Kombat, and before I played it again, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play something else because this is ridiculous. So I played the Pac-Man collection.
Oh, wow, cool.
It's kind of got a little neat, like you build your own arcade theme in there.
Too bad they couldn't get the rights to Miss Pac-Man.
I know.
Yeah, Miss Pac-Man and Pac-Man Junior. I wish were on there.
And also, where's Pac-Man 2?
Well, yeah, I don't know.
And there's also a GameCube Pac-Man game that came out a while ago, and then there was like
That was
Ghostly
terrible.
Adventures, which apparently they're not very good, but like they could have included at least the GameCube game.
Yeah, that one wasn't very good.
But the GameCube also had the Versus, which was the best.
And then again, it doesn't have Championship Edition 2 either.
Yeah, it's just there's so many
Or
apps
versus
from it.
Pac-Man.
Yeah, Mrs. Pac-Man being better than all of them, but
Versus Pac-Man would have been great.
Yes.
Well, I mean, there's Battle Royale, but it's not quite the same thing.
Yeah, it's not.
Battle Royale is fun though. I wish I was playing against other people rather than the computer.
I've seen the arcade version of Battle Royale, but
I've played it at Dave & Buster's, and it was a lot of fun. Most of these games are really lackluster, I'll say.
Yeah.
It's kind of a reminder of like why.
Don't play Pack in Time. If you want a bad time, play Pack in Time.
Oof. Yes.
You play as a roly-poly version of Pac-Man, and you bounce around everywhere.
Yeah.
Yuck. All right.
And if you and you have to get all the pellets, so that means like if you fall down too far, it might be almost impossible for you to get back up to collect them.
Yeah, that happened to me actually.
And that's why I gave up the game. It's like, fuck this, no.
Yeah, that happened to me, and I quit the game immediately too. So I didn't get any points for that
and
one.
Pack Attack is a really shitty version of Tetris Attack or Puyo Puyo. Don't play it.
Yeah.
I don't even think I have that one unlocked yet. There's like 3 or 4 I don't have unlocked, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't like if they want you to play Pac-Man 2, how many times?
And the only reason I know about those 2 games' existence is because there were 2 unreleased Sega Genesis versions of that game that somehow ended up as a part of the Sega channel.
All right.
So it was free on Game Pass. If you're gonna play it on Game Pass, it's fun for if you like the original Pac-Man. But most of the other Pac-Mans on here there's a lot of crap on there.
Yeah.
There's some fun ones like Pac-Man 256, but the fun's only momentary with that. It's just I wouldn't buy this game because there's just too much crap on it.
Yeah.
Super Pac-Man, and then there's that Pac and Pal game. Like that one is just I'm like, why? How did you go from Pac-Man to this?
Yeah.
Pac and Pal feels like the Donkey Kong Jr. math game. Just an ill-conceived concept that shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
That's a very apt comparison, Eric. That was pretty good, man. All right, what else you been playing, Break?
And the one other thing I've been playing is the same thing Eric's actually been playing, and he's going to review it, and I guess I have to do it with him. I'll tag on to his review. But Game Pass also afforded me the ability to download one of the games I have been looking forward to, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge.
We'll talk about that in reviews. Eric, what you been playing, man?
Same, but also a little bit more of the Somnium Files. I completed that and got the platinum for it. Just do everything and you get that. And you have to do a couple extra things. Talk to certain NPCs a certain number of times to unlock an alternate ending, or just or to make sure you get all the right questions the first time.
I got a question.
Do an interrogation or something like that.
I got a question for you guys regarding secret endings. How are you supposed to figure that shit out on your own? Like all these stupid secret ending things, like you got to do this.
Everything.
And
I found it completely by accident, but if I hadn't, I had to look it up.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying.
All I did was just kept talking to this receptionist at this one place, and then the ending happened.
All right, what else, Eric? Anything else?
Because there was another achievement related to talking to another NPC until you get an achievement. It's not an ending though, but I figured, hey, they keep giving me the option to talk to this person. There's probably something behind this.
Yeah. All right.
Back in the 80s, we had to either figure it out for ourselves or use like a game genie.
Yeah.
Oh, they're sweet. There are multiple endings to Super Mario Bros. 3. Yes. Thank you, game genie.
The game genie, man. That was fucking cool as fuck, man. You could go around just god moding everything. And...
Infinite P-Wings.
Yeah. Yep.
Or,
I'm not even.
The one I used the most was the Infinite Hammer Brothers.
Oh yeah. The Infinite P-Wings is like useless. You never see anything in the game. You just go right through all the levels and drop on the star.
Was there a Mushroom Kingdom around here somewhere?
I know. Wow, this guy is cool. It's like. All right, what else, Eric? Anything else?
I played a little bit more of the Castlevania Anniversary Collection. I got through Castlevania, and then I started up 2, and I grinded for a bit, and that's as far as I got.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, you were just saying, how do you figure things out in a day? I don't know how anybody was able to figure out Castlevania 2 back in the 80s.
I know.
The game has NPCs that lie to you.
2 words for you, Breakman. Nintendo power.
Also, due to lack of punctuation, it says go to the graveyard duck, making you think there's a duck in the graveyard.
Wow. All right, anything else?
There's so many things frustrating about that game, but it was one of the first Nintendo games I played. I always have fondness for Simon's Quest.
Yeah, this game.
Even though it's not a good game.
Also, fucking passwords.
Yeah, fucking passwords.
There's only one good purpose for passwords, and that is to skip ahead in the game when you don't want to have to restart a game.
Well, like Mike Tyson's Punch-Out had a pretty decent little password deal, but I don't know.
If they were long and they had so many characters.
I know.
Like the Punch-Out character. The characters they had to enter weren't as ridiculous as they were for something like River City Ransom, though.
Yeah, River City Ransom or Battle of Olympus.
Oh, God, yeah.
What were some other ones that had bad passwords?
Also,
Icarus?
Apparently the first couple Dragon Quest games on the Famicom
had
really long passwords, too.
Yes. Yeah.
Weak.
Yep. All right. What else, Eric? Anything else?
Didn't Metroid actually have a password system?
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
The NES version.
Yep.
Okay, because it had to save it. It also had a password too. Okay.
The Famicom Disk version used obviously saving, but they never did like a definitive re-release of the NES game that has passwords and hard saving.
Yeah. Eric, anything else that you've been playing?
So I think on the extra that you got with Metroid Prime that you could unlock, I think it did have saving, but the way it worked was that it just basically saved your password and then it would load up like a save state.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Eric.
But,
anything else?
I also played a bit of Ghostwire Tokyo.
All right.
See, when I told Frank about that deal for like $25, I was tired and I didn't pay enough attention. It was for the box only.
Oh my God!
So he paid $25 for a steelbook, which is fine because I made lemonade out of that and I bought the actual game, and now I have an extra case to put my copy that I bought from Redbox of
Ghostwire.
No, not Ghostwire. My brain isn't working now. Death Stranding.
Oh,
Mm.
gotcha.
Oh, the walking simulator.
Yeah,
Because
I bought that game too. I want to play it. I like
I bought
games
it
like
off of
that.
Redbox, and before they stopped selling games, and they don't give you the boxes of those, so it was
Yeah.
nice to have a box for it.
Well, there you go, man.
But now I need to like print out a cover for it, so it's not the Ghostwire box
Yeah.
cover.
All right. What else we got? Oh, I played a little bit of Salt and Sanctuary, a little bit of Shibuya Scramble. I beat the first boss in Salt and Sanctuary finally. I forgot how fucking hard that game is, and to boot, I forgot how to fucking parry. So
Ooh,
that's what
I
makes.
hate that. When
Double
you go
tap the
back to a
block
game you haven't
button.
played in a while and you forget how to do a move.
Yeah. What do you
Like,
do,
it's
Eric?
important.
You double tap the block button.
Ah, that's what I was missing. Holy fuck.
I didn't
man.
pair that much in that game because
Dude, when I was playing
even though the pairing window is larger than it is in a Souls game, I didn't do it because a lot of the times, like, I just couldn't get the time.
Oh,
down.
pairing. I mean, I was a pairing master with the when I was playing as a fighter. I just got up to that fucking tree boss thing, and I couldn't fucking get past that. So I'm gonna try my best to get it
Yeah, because
past.
you can't parry that thing.
Yeah, you
have
can't
to
parry
attack
it.
by jumping.
Yeah, you have to jump and get all the different little bodies that are on that tree, and it's fucking tough. But as soon as I get past that mental hurdle, I think I'll beat that game. Yeah, but I was a parrying master in that game. I mean, once I learned the parry, fuck, that game became a lot easier, man. It was easy, but all right.
I mean, I could say just using a ranged weapon, but then you'd have to invest points into that.
Yeah, I'm not doing that, man. I'll just be a parrying master game